Everyone, welcome to meditation. Welcome YouTube, Facebook. Well, I'm on a little early, so anybody have any topic they want to talk about? Let me know. Post it up here. Post it. Need to see it. Hi, Michelle, my belle. We're going to meditate. Anybody has anything they want me to talk about for a little bit before we go on? Hey, Christina. Jane. Oh my God, people from all over. Thank you. So, hi, Lisa. Anyways, I got to stop looking at all the names because that gets me confused, Anyways, I'm here to talk a little bit about, there's so many topics I could talk on. And right now, I think one that I want to just talk on is, I think balance. Balance sounds good. And some people say, well, we got to have balance. Yes, we do have to have balance. And how do we get to a place of balance? And I know that maybe some of you feel I have said this before, and I am not the only spiritual teacher who will say this. I know you. But when we want to have balance, and I'm sure that person, my Bessie, I'm sure you're saying, yeah, you need balance. Balance comes from a place where, there's juggling. We have personal, we have professional. We have the things that we want to just, maybe be light about and fun about. And so it is important every day to make a definite commitment and devotional moment to being open to the balance. Because guess what? Sometimes you don't know exactly how you're going to achieve that balance. Sometimes there's an area in your life that is, pulling on you more. Sometimes it's more professional, your personal. So I always say, I think if you keep it simple, your devotional time to yourself is so important, because when you give yourself those few moments, and anyone that knows me knows my morning is my time. Hi, I haven't forgotten you, by the way. Mine is morning. I'm a morning person where I want to wake up. I want to do a 5 to 10 minute meditation where I breathe. I look out at nature. I send gratitude, and I even send some prayers, or positive vibration or thought to people that I love and care about. And then, but always yourself first. So don't feel that you're being selfish if you put yourself first, because remember, you are your greatest, advocate. And when you're choosing to sit in a daily devotional moment for, a few minutes a day to just start your day and open yourself up to what is for the highest good, or, then you're actually sending a very strong signal out to the law, or putting the law in motion into that, to bring that back to you. And some people say, well, I try to bring balance, and I try. Sometimes when we're saying the word try, we're actually saying we're trying to control things that we can't control. And, when you're going into devotional moments of meditation or prayer, then actually what you're doing, again, is giving to yourself first. And then you actually tend to release from relying on others to give to you or to do for you. And, or to even sometimes be there for you. All of these are very natural emotions, I think, that everybody goes through. If anyone has anything they want me to tap on, then just let me know. I'm kind of watching the screen for that over here on Facebook. But otherwise, I'm just going to talk balance till it's time to meditate, which is at 9 p.m. So, remember what meditation is too: mediating between what you think and how you respond emotionally. And what greater way are you going to achieve balance? There is probably no greater way. By being aware of how your emotional responses are, how you're responding. We're a thinking, feeling species. We're not going to do much else. Everything is going to be about thought and about emotional responses. And from that place and that frequency that you are having, you are creating that. The law of attraction is going to bring magnetically to you opportunities, people, situations that resonate in that vibration. And when your intuition is clear, which meditation will definitely do and help, you are going to be aware of the things that are maybe not for your highest good or your best interest, or whatever area you're tapping on. So I think the important thing is to set up that moment in the morning where, I know my alarm goes off and I immediately hit, what's that button you hit when it will do something later? Hi there. Those kitties better be listening to this meditation. When you do the, what is it? Snooze button. Even then, that's when I start my meditation. And sometimes I will fall back to sleep, but I've set the intention. And then the snooze, it will ring again. So it will wake you up. So everybody has a moment. Everybody has 3 minutes. I'm sorry. You have to really give yourself that understanding. You have 3 minutes in the morning, to do it. And everyone lays their head on a pillow and everyone lays there thinking. Well, I don't want to say everyone. People you lay there thinking your thoughts, going over your worries, your fears. That is a time where you go right into your breathing and maybe use a mantra if you don't want to do a whole thought process of gratitude and everything. Just use a mantra. The I am is one of my favorites. Sat Nam is another one, a very simple one where you inhale the first syllable, exhale the second, or Om. You can do Om. So keep it simple. I think that's the greatest way to attain balance. Keep your daily devotion or your meditation time simple and stay committed to it. If you do find yourself getting up and forgetting that moment, like just hit that snooze button and do it then get up, make your coffee, and then find a place to look out the window or have a little arena in your home, little corner in your area. There's so many cute things on Pinterest now where you can create a little meditation corner or space, or even on your bed, do those little nets things. They're kind of cute. And you create this little space, and that's where you're going to go sit and breathe or read something of inspiration, and be creative, draw, knit. If you like to knit, crochet, do something where you're going into more of a, that higher frequency. Anything creative is high frequency. So, that's a given. You don't have to just sit still and not think. And remember something about not thinking, and I know this comes back to me a lot. We don't stop our thinking. Okay. So no one should try to stop thinking, because you're putting on your dukes and you're already in a conflict. And, but so we never try to stop thinking, but what you can do is slow your thoughts down. And I know, because when I do meditation in the high school, kids come in from a stressful either class or, sometimes home life, and the fluorescent lights are in the hallway and it's noisy. And they come in that meditation room and it's like, whoa, everything stops, and they sit and we go right into breathing. And I teach them or guide them into the breathing, whether they're there right when it starts or they come in 20 minutes later. The kids that are already breathing, they're told, don't look at the door, just keep breathing. And it's amazing to watch these kids do it. These are teenagers. So don't tell me, hi, John. I love your healing room. I saw it on Facebook. Don't tell me that you can't, or don't think that your children can't or won't. They resonate to this. You resonate to this because they need balance too. They need balance too. So remember that they deserve balance. I don't even like the word need. For many of you know, I will correct that in a heartbeat. You don't need. You deserve balance. You deserve a daily devotional time. You deserve to feel a sense of peace, a sense of security within yourself as you're going through your day. There's no one here that could ever say that no one is going to ever have things that are, not stressful in their life. But stress will accumulate through more thought and and the emotional responses of lower frequency. And we have to look at the journey in our life through the world of energy, because everything is energy. We have to look at it as a spiritual expression of being, because, you're not human before you're a spirit. You're a spirit before you're a human, for any of you who don't know. And everything that comes from your spirit is creative, intuitive, It is confidence. It is compassion. And it is your connection to eternal life. We cannot attain balance without a connection to the spirit. Won't happen. And when we allow ourselves to be separate from that understanding, whether it's subconscious or very consciously, we actually are at a much higher place or risk, if you will, of anxiety, of depression, of, well, a lot of things. And we have to look at depression, and the spirit world taught me about depression is this: depressed thoughts, thoughts that are pressing down, low frequency, weighing heavy. So, it's not to dismiss this or say it's not real, as much as that when you get a different perception into depression, you start to be able to say, okay, I can take these thoughts and kind of lighten them up. I'm going to try that. Also with anxiety, the spirit world taught me through a message for someone many years ago, anxiety doesn't happen to us. It's the nervous system actually trying to go up in frequency. If your nervous system is trying to go up in frequency, it can feel much like a volcano. And what happens in the fight or flight in the human way, we fight. Well, I don't. We fight instead of fly with it. So that does take, if you're someone who struggles with that and struggles with that a lot, especially on a daily basis or weekly basis, give yourself an opportunity to do some now my YouTube channel. So go to that if you're watching me on Facebook, youtube.com, Beth Lynch 444. And there's podcasts, there's more meditations than the one we're going to experience tonight. And there's things that you can do to start a daily devotional time. Okay. You miss a day, don't beat yourself up. So what happens is you start to learn and get comfortable with the breathing. So as you practice that, maybe throughout the day, it doesn't matter. There's never a wrong time to practice slow breathing. It become to be the natural rhythm. Hey, sister. And then if you are going to have an episode, you're going to be able to move yourself out of it. I've worked with enough people in healing classes where in the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes, the anxiousness can start. Say, stay with me, stay with the breath, stay with the breath. And everyone right now, just bring your awareness down to your lower belly. If you're feeling tight down there, take a nice breath and let that lower belly muscles relax. Okay, let the lower belly relax. That's a sure place, an area for you to use as a, I don't want to say a target area, but an area where you can understand, feel if your flow of energy and chi is flowing, because we stop our energy there. And because that's your emotional chakra and it's the sacral and it's forming between the ages of 6 and 12, when we're learning how to cope and exchange emotion through relationship energy. Everything is relationship. So your emotional energy is forming there and at that age group. So when we move up to the next chakra and we're more in the teens and very early 20s, the power area, a lot of how we've learned to use our emotional energy is based on that in our power center. So then we can feel a lot of powerlessness. Is that a word? I don't know. It's a word I use in my book. So it's a word to me. And that powerlessness is, if we don't feel we have some power, we want to change the word power to empowered. Powered has a control feel. They're not a darn thing we're going to control, but we can be empowered. We can discipline our responses emotionally and be a disciple. There's the spiritual of how we respond emotionally. Now that puts your law of attraction, the frequency, your frequency in a nice space where the law of attraction just allows things. It just comes because that law is working no matter what way you look at it. So remember that, okay? You're not telling the law when to work and when not to work. It's working all the time. So we're getting close to our 9 o'clock hour where I'd like to begin the meditation. And So again, I like going on at 8:44. And for those of you who don't know, fours are angels. So we have double 4, 8, and then 4, 4. So I thought that was a nice way to do, to begin these little chats, discussions that I'm doing, divine discussions. And send me your topics. You can always do it through Facebook. You can send it through my YouTube channel. I will get the message. Please subscribe to that, and jump on anytime to do meditation. It's always there for you. And I don't know, just send me your topics that you wouldn't mind hearing more on. Sometimes it can be daily an event, and it can be whatever it is. I will bring in the way I can, the spiritual perspective of that topic. So send the topics in. Don't leave it up to me all the time. That's no fun. So let's start for those of you joining in for meditation, and we're going to begin it. So get comfortable and close your eyes. You don't want to watch the screen now. Close your eyes. Hi, Miss January. And we're going to start doing our breathing. Now, as you're doing some slow breathing, close your eyes if you can safely. Obviously, if you got little ones running around, just kind of get your gaze relaxed. Let them run around. Let the noise be there. We're going to, you like that? Okay. You're the boss. Let the noise, let the distractions, phones ringing, anything that happens, dogs barking, cats jump on your lap, let it happen right now. Just start taking some slow breaths. If your eyes again are closed safely, that's fine. And if not, just find a place to gaze. Let those eyelids relax. Let those muscles relax. Follow the breath up deep behind the eyes. Relaxing the muscles behind the eyes. Flowing down through the cheekbones and the jawline and all the muscles of the face. So wherever you are with your breath, I want you to slow it a little more. Keep it comfortable and natural. Let your awareness flow down into the throat, relaxing the muscles of the throat and the neck. Drop your chin if you can safely. Let the next inhale, when you're ready, don't change your rhythm. Be a little deeper. And the exhale, a little bit longer too. Flow over the shoulders. As you flow into the shoulders, the muscles, relax. I want you to just imagine a rubber band crossing from the shoulders right to one to the other, like you're pulling it. Inhaling and pulling, and exhaling, let the rubber band go. Inhale, pull the rubber band across your shoulders. Exhale, let it go. Roll your shoulders back and do that one more time. Inhale, pull the rubber band. Exhale, let it go. Drift down through your arms and all the way down into your hands, fingers, and fingertips. And all the muscles and cells are relaxing. And the lines of the fingerprints begin to blur. See, feel, or know. They disappear. Come back to the shoulders. Lengthen the next inhale. Don't change where you are. And exhale down into the upper chest, upper back. Just imagine you're drifting deep into the cells and the organs of the heart and lungs. Just hold here for a moment. You may see, feel, just know you're in this area. The next few breaths, you're giving it permission to relax. Just gently drift down to the core, the very center of your torso. When you're ready for your next inhale, make it a little deeper. The exhale a little longer, and you just release from this area into those cells and organs. Really allow your breath, create a sound, not try to, just tune into the sound, I should say. Now you're just going to flow gently down to the lower belly, flowing into the cells and the systems and all the organs. Relaxing all the muscles. Just flow down through the muscles of your legs, behind your knees. Really release into the knees right now, even the kneecaps. Relaxing them, giving them permission. Come down through the calves, relaxing all those muscles, cells, and right into your ankles. Relaxing the ankles, just flowing into the feet, all the way down to your toes. You relax. The arches and the heels, relax. Every cell and system relaxes. Your awareness tuned in. Giving it permission to relax. How you communicate with your physical being. Now be aware of the slowness of your breath, the slowness of your thoughts. Now bring your awareness to your lower belly and how it feels from when you began and first went to that area. And now just bring your awareness into an inner light deep in your heart. Much like a galaxy of stars, a spiral of light begins to expand through your heart. And this galaxy of stars expands through you, around you, above and below. And it's as though you're just floating right in the beginning of where this light begins. Pure light. And you're completely immersed and floating in this light. And just allow yourself to think divine as you inhale, power as you exhale. Divine and power. And you're allowing this divine power to flow into all your experiences, where you ever have been, where you are, and a nice deep breath as your divine power flows out into all experiences you are yet to have. Allowing this sense of strength and security to come from your heart, your light. And in your next breath, you're going to allow all that light that's been around you to come back in. So every pore opens in your body. Streams of light, rays of light coming in through the cells, the fibers, and all the systems accepting this light. And back into your heart, where that pure light began. You become aware of your breath, even slower than it was. You breathe up over your shoulders and down through your arms and into your hands and fingers, fingertips. Even touch the first finger and thumb. Helps bring back your senses a little bit more. In your awareness, back into the room where your journey began. And you can open your eyes if you want, or you can click off and keep meditating or keep staying in that space if you like. So what we did was really a meditation going into the body, bringing awareness into the body. And as you tune in to yourself by breathing slowly, you start to balance the nervous system, you balance the immune system, you give the body an opportunity to heal. You are sending self-love, actually. It's a beautiful, powerful way to do an act of self-love every day. I know in sessions, a lot of people will say that, well, yeah, I don't love myself. And I said, just take a breath and close your eyes You do. You just haven't allowed yourself to tap and feel what that kind of love feels like. And spiritual teachers from eons of time, from Jesus showing us the Sacred Heart to Buddha saying, go within, and on and on and on. It is within that sense of love. And that's where it was interesting that I felt divine power as the mantra when I got in there. And because when we are in alignment with divine power, we are in the highest frequency power. That's empowering. And we won't have a need for control or a fear or need of lack of control in a situation. Because in your higher power, you just know. I wish I could say, you just know. It's a feeling you have. And it gives you that sense of security that many humans struggle with and want with things outside of themselves. People, jobs, things. You want to be in something creative that allows you to express yourself and be connected to the spirit of living. Our species has lost, not everyone, but there's this spirit to be alive and living, and everybody, there's a lot of fear. And when you commit to these moments for yourself, you're carrying that vibration around with you. So people you care for and love, they start to feel, or you have those conversations with them. Hi, the boys. Hope Oscar's feeling better. And so give yourself that gift. It's the gift of your own spirit. Don't be afraid of the word. I know many people say, well, I'm not a spiritual like you, or I'm not a spiritual person. Well, you are, because your energy before your spirit is your pure energy, your higher frequency energy. So there's your science. And, I don't know. It's just, to me, it seems simple. So I hope I can simplify it for you. And that's why I love to come on and do meditation. And, now coming on a little earlier and taking the topics that you might want a spiritual understanding in, please reach out, let me know. I had a really cool thing happen with my book, Soul Rising. Somebody came in yesterday, they were a couple, and they actually read Soul Rising, The Spiritual Science of Living, together as a couple. And it helped them get through some of the things that they were dealing with. And then he said he passed it on to a dear friend who was 97 years old. And she said that she absolutely loved the book. And I don't know, it was just so cool to hear that come from someone who, a 97-year-old, elder, full of wisdom and understanding in life, I'm sure, enjoyed the book and helped, gave her insight and wisdom too. So I just think that, if you're wondering and don't understand, spirit and spirituality, and, when you understand it as a spiritual science, it makes us a better human. Bottom line is we're humans, and we're going to be, Oscar, it's Beth. Oscar's a Chihuahua, for those of you on YouTube that don't know. My 3 meditating Chihuahuas that, conk out every time their mom listens to meditation. Had to share that with YouTube, Deb. So anyways, keep that in mind. Keep those things in mind. That's why the book was written. But anyway, that's on my website if you're interested, or Amazon. Go right to Amazon. Spiritual Soul Risings. So anyways, I'm grateful that all of you tuned in. I hope you will share these. Those of you on Facebook, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. There's so many things on there. Some of those things are from way back when I was on fingerlakes1.com doing podcasts, which I would love to get back to, but I just don't have the time right now. Balance, balance, balance. I know. I'm devoted to that. So I thank you all for tuning in, and please share. And thank you, Dana. Thank you. Thank you again. And I'm grateful. And I'll be here the 3rd Thursday of June, but then the 1st Thursday in July is the 4th. So I'll probably go on another day that week just to get one in for some divine independence. How's that sound? And again, I thank you all, and YouTubers and Facebook. Thank you. Peace. Thank you, YouTube, for tuning in. Hope to see you again, and have a beautiful evening.